Okay, so in previous lecture we have learned how to draw a TTT curve. So we have explored about TTT curve. Okay, so what information we will get from TT curve. Now let's try to explore it. Now just let's draw the TTT curve. Okay, so this is what temperature axis, this is log t time, okay, and this point is t melting, and let's extend this line. Okay, so we will get C curve below this T melting. Okay, so let's try to draw this C curve. Okay, this is one curve for a starting point, and let's try to draw another curve. This is for ending. Okay, let's draw it. Okay, so I have taken two different colors, right? So what is going to happen here? So the reason above T melting point is called stable liquid. This stable liquid has do not have any desire to transform into solid. Okay, and there is some reason which is present just before the start curve. Okay, so we call this region at unstable liquid. We call this region at unstable liquid, and the region which is present here temperature is very low, but this region is not transformed into solid. We call this undercooled liquid. Okay, so what is happening, let's take some initial point here and let's draw one curve. So let's take it with this. Okay, so let's take just what we have done. We have one liquid, and with respect to time we are decreasing the temperature very slow manner, so we will get curve like this is for slow cooling. Okay, now let's take another curve. So here let's try to draw this curve. So here we will get one curve like this. This is what fast cooling. Okay, now let's try to explore how we get microstructure, right, in slow cooling and in fast cooling. So before starting this, we have to keep some important point in our mind, right? So first important point is, so the first point is nucleation rate. nucleation rate, this dominant at low temperature. Okay, and next point is growth rate, and this is dominant at high temperature. So what is the meaning of this? Let's try to explore this. So you can see here, in slow cooling, the start of transformation is happening at this temperature, and in fast cooling, the start of transformation is happening at this temperature. I think from these 2 points you can conclude that in slow cooling the temperature of start is higher, and in fast cooling the temperature of start of transformation is lower, right? So in slow cooling the transformation temperature is higher in slow cooling. Okay, so what we observed in slow cooling, okay, so you can see in slow cooling the transformation temperature is higher. This temperature is higher, the transformation temperature is higher. So what does this means is, if transformation temperature is higher, then growth rate will be higher. Okay, growth rate is higher than nucleation rate. Okay, what does this means? That very less nucleations are going to form. Okay, and the less number of nucleations will grow very fast manner, and hence we will end up with large grains or coarse grains, right? Now let's try to draw the microstructure for this uh, cooling. So we will have this, and here what is the condition? That we are getting a coarser grain, right? So the point 1, point 2, point 3, these are the nucleation point, and what will be happening, each nucleation point will grow one grain, right? So we will get one grain like this, and like this. We will get 3 grains corresponding to 3 nucleation points. Okay, so what is this? We will get large grain in slow cooling. We get large grains, right? Or coarse grains, right? Now let's see what is happening at fast cooling. Now here at fast cooling, so what will be happening here? So you can see here this temperature is less. What is the meaning of this temperature is less, right? So this is for slow cooling. Now let's write for fast cooling. Right here temperature is less. Okay, so at low temperature nucleation rate is higher than growth rate, right? So what we will get, more number of nucleations, correct? We will get more number of nucleations in our microstructure, right? And hence uh, more number of nucleation and growth rate will be less, right? So we will get a smaller grain size. So let's try to draw this microstructure for this fast cooling. For this fast cooling, how we will get, let's draw this. Dun, 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 dun. This is just the center, okay? This is not nucleation. Now let's draw the nucleation sites. So these are the different nucleation points. Where nucleation is happening, okay? And now what will be happen if nucleation happens? One nucleation site will form one grain, right? Now just connect it. So you can see, as the volume of the domain is constant, so we will get smaller grains in fast cooling, okay? So we will get small grains in fast cooling. Now let's take a third case, okay? Now let's take a third case. Which should we take? Let's take this color. Now let's take third case. Now in this case, cooling is slow, here cooling is fast, right? Now can you tell me what will be this process? We are cooling it like this. Okay? We are ending at this point, right? Now you can see here the cooling is so fast, right, that it is not touching the nose of the C curve. This is what nose of the C curve. So if this line is not touching the nose of the C curve, what does it means? It means that in this region there will be no solid transformation, right? Now what do you think what we will get at this point? Okay, if it is not solid, then what would it be, right? So if its temperature is decreasing, it will continue to remain in liquid phase. As we decrease the temperature, its viscosity is going to increase. And its transformation to solid is suppressed, right? So what we will get? We will get one undercooled liquid, right? We will get one undercooled liquid region, right? So this is what, as viscosity will increase, so this liquid will become more and more viscous as we decrease the temperature, right? So this highly viscous part is sometimes called glass, sometime it is called glass or amorphous solid, okay? So this is what we will end up at this point. And here the temperature drop is very drastically, the temperature drop is very fast. So here temperature drop is very fast, so sometimes we refer this process as quenching, right? So here, so it will be what, amorphous solid. In amorphous solid, we will get very short range microstructure, right? So this is all about microstructure evolution in TTT curve. So just a quick recapitulation. in slow cooling in slow cooling the nucleation rate is less and the growth rate is higher. so we will get large number of grain. What do you understand by nucleation? Nucleation means it is what birth of crystal. Okay, so one crystal will start forming here, and around this crystal the grain will grow, right? And here in fast cooling the nucleation rate is very higher, so we will get the birth of crystal, we will get more number of crystals, birth of crystals will be more, and the growth rate will be less, right? Growth rate will be less, right? So hence we will get smaller grain at faster cooling. And in a undercooled liquid as we decrease the temperature, viscosity will reduce, and in the end we will get a glass or amorphous solid uh, structure, right? So this is all for TTT curve of liquid to solid transformation. Let's explore it more in terms of iron carbon diagram.